Hi everybody, I just wanted to go through this week's maths class with you. We're going to continue on capacity. The presentation you're going to see in this video is something that I can send on to you in the web link, but I can also send you the worksheets in email separately as well if you prefer that format. It's really up to you guys, I don't mind. So I am going to send both on to you. Will you let me know by email which you prefer, because this is just a different way of presenting them. Okay, so what you're going to see in this is a little bit like a lesson plan, I suppose. It's capacity continued. There are 3 conversion charts here. You'll find them useful when you're working on measurement and capacity problems in general. I don't know if you're overly familiar with the conversions. Don't worry about them too much. It's just for reference so that you can go and have a look if you need to. Okay, so on this one, for example, it tells you that 1 centimetre is the same as 10 millimetres. 1 metre is the same as 100 centimetres. And then here it gives you the abbreviation. So instead of saying 1 metre, we say 1m, 100 centimetres, 100 cm. Okay, if this is brand new to you, don't worry. Okay, just ignore it. I'll come back to it at another time. Okay, if you are familiar with it, these are lengths. Okay, so millimeters, centimeters, meters, kilometers, they're lengths or distances. The next one we have here are weights. Okay, so if you buy a bag of sugar in the shops, you can get a kilogram bag of sugar. There's 1 kilogram. It's the same thing as 1,000 grams, and we normally see it written as 1 kg. Okay, so kg is kilogram, g is grams. Okay, again, you may not be overly familiar with this. You'll probably know grams and kilograms just from ordinary shopping. Milligrams, these are really small. So if you need to take, say, Panadol or something, you'll see on the packet that that's 5 milligrams, or it can be 2 milligrams, something like that. Really, really small amounts of active ingredients in those. Okay, but again, don't worry too much. Oh, I know what I did there. It's looking a little bit different. I know what I did. Sorry, let me go back. That's where I want to be. Okay, this one, whoops, sorry, as I fly up and down again. Bear with me for a second. Let's get up here. That's what we want. Okay. This one, hopefully you will be a little bit familiar with because we've been talking about it a little bit. This is centiliters, milliliters, litres, milliliters. Don't worry about kiloliters. We don't really come across those too much. But if you buy a litre of milk, that's the same thing as 1,000 milliliters. Okay. And just to kind of show you what the difference in those looks like, if you like. In the picture at the top of the worksheet, which you'll see below, you're told that 1 milliliter even of water is about 20 drops, and that a large bottle of Coke or Fanta or something like that could be 1 litre, or an even bigger one could be 2 litres. 2 litre bottles are fairly heavy to carry, as you'll know. Okay, so this is designed to help you to picture how much these measurements look like in real life. Okay. So you'll have a little bit of an idea of that, hopefully, if you did the exercises from last week, because you'll have seen how many milliliters certain containers hold, and you'll also have looked at various household items in the kitchen that tell you how many milliliters they contain. So hopefully you're getting an idea of that. But this worksheet here is kind of designed to make you think about, well, how much could I fit into something? Okay, how much in terms of liquid, like water, could I fit in? So it tells you here that a millimetre is equal to about 20 drops of water. All right, now 20 drops gives you a millimetre. I don't know if you can see this little spoon. This is what we call in my house a Calpol spoon. Okay. On this side, the big side, that holds 5 milliliters, and this side here, the smaller one, that holds 2.5 milliliters. Okay, so if it takes 20 drops to make 1 milliliter, you would fit 50 drops into this little bit here. So a milliliter is not a whole lot, okay? There's 2.5 of them there, not a whole lot. You'd want to have an awful lot of those to fill a litre bottle, okay? And over here, many large soda bottles, or what we call fizzy drinks or minerals, whatever you want to call them, they can be either 1 litre or 2 litre bottles, okay? So 1 litre is 1,000 milliliter, okay? So that gives you an idea of how much a milliliter is, 2.5 of them in this. This is the jug I was using earlier. We can fit 500 milliliters, or half of a litre in here. Okay, so I can fit half a litre in there. Okay, a litre is twice as much as that. So that should give you an idea of how much a milliliter or a litre is. And what this worksheet does then is it asks you to guess, okay, for a bathtub, well, how much water would you fit in a bathtub? So it gives you 4 options, okay? 170 litres. So that's 170 big bottles of Coke. Okay, so that looks like a likely option, doesn't it? 170 litres. This one here, B, 3 litres, 3 bottles of Coke. Will that fill a bathtub? Not likely, okay? There's not enough there. 5 millilitres. Here we go. There's our 5 millilitres. It'd be a long time filling a bathtub with this, okay? So that's not how much it's going to fit into bathtub either. And then 500 millilitres, and like I said a minute ago, this contains 500 millilitres when it's full. But again, you'd be a fair while filling a bathtub out of this jug. You'd be going back an awful lot to the top to fill the jug back up again. Okay, so in this case, the right answer is 170 litres. Okay, that's what you'd think a bathtub would hold out of those 4 options. Okay, this is an American website, so you will see some words like ice chest. So call that a freezer. That's what we would call it. But most of it you'll be able to figure out. So that's the idea of that worksheet. Determine which letter best represents the volume for each question. So like we've just done here with the bathtub, we've kind of visualized how much each one of these measurements is, and would it be the right one for what it's describing up here. Okay, so have a go with that one and see how you get on. There's a little bit of thinking involved in that. If you find it difficult, don't worry, just let me know that you're finding it hard. But otherwise go ahead and have a go at it. All right. And then the second part is, now actually you have the answers here. Now I will hope that you won't look at the answers before you try the questions, but I do give you the answers so that you don't drive yourself nuts and that you don't get frustrated. So the answers are there. If you're not understanding it properly, go and have a look at the answers and maybe that will help you understand, okay? But don't go straight to the answers and just fill them in on the other part, because that kind of defeats the purpose of trying to learn, okay? So that's the answers there. And then the next part is it's got a load of what we call graduated cylinders. That's these guys here, okay? See them there? You see these in a science lab quite a lot, okay? And the question is to determine how much liquid is in each graduated cylinder. So what it wants you to do here, I'm just going to move down a little bit. Okay, yeah, you don't get letters on this when you just write in the actual measurement that you see. So if you can see here, the blue represents the liquid in the graduated cylinder. So it looks like that one is about halfway between 20 and 30 milliliters. Okay, so, or whatever it is, it actually doesn't give you the unit of measurement. We don't know if it's milliliters or centiliters or litres. I'm guessing milliliters because it'll be a fairly big cylinder to be holding litres, but we don't know. But it doesn't matter. All you need to know is what the number is. So I'm going to guess that's about 25. Okay, so you would put 25 over here beside number 1 in the answer. Okay, and so on and so on. Okay, and again, it'll ask you at the bottom which object had the greatest volume and which object had the least volume. Greatest volume is the most liquid in it, least volume, the least liquid in it. Okay, and again, the answers are there, but don't look until you've had a go. Okay, so that's today's lesson. I will send that on to you. I'll send you the link for this page. I'll also send you those worksheets individually in email as well, so that you can look at both. Not everybody might like the web link. Okay, so have a look, see how you get on, and email me with any questions. Okay, thanks guys, talk soon, bye.